Hi, I'm Monica Melpass here at the Nasdaq MarketSite, and today we want to welcome Aeries Technology CFO and CIO Daniel Webb. Great to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Aeries, for folks who don't know, is a global leader in AI-powered business transformation and global capability center services, and Daniel's going to tell us all about what that means. You have had tremendous growth, which we'll talk about in a moment, but for the uninitiated, describe what your company does, please.
So in short, is what we do is we help people get top quality talent from around the world. So right now, companies are really needed to find top quality engineers. You know, if you need an AI engineer, it's very hard to find, very competitive, but we look globally. So in India and Mexico, there are many, many people that have top quality skills. We find those people and AI enable them and do all the back end so that you get the best engineers in the world. And we can do it not only in engineering, we can do it finance and accounting, whatever you need. And so we're able to help people save maybe 50% or more
My goodness.
on hiring those people while finding top quality talent. And so it really is solving this need for people where they say, hey, I really need good talent, but I also don't have the budget to go out and compete against the Metas or the Googles of the world that are spending so much on top quality talent. So how do I go find them? Well, we can find those people in Bangalore and Mumbai and Guadalajara and ensure that your company is successful.
And finding the quality staffers and employees is not only time consuming, it's tremendously expensive, as you said, and medium to small, even large companies just don't have time to invest in continuously refilling that pipeline. So what a service you're providing. That's incredible. How long has your company done this?
So we've been around since 2012 and specifically focused on this niche, which is mid-market and private equity-backed portfolio companies. So exactly to your point, mid-market companies, they don't have the expertise, they don't have the time or the talent to go out and say, okay, where do we find people across the globe to help our companies grow? And so they use us to go and solve that need for them.
And the fact that you can save them 50%, I didn't want people to think they heard 15, it's 50% of the cost of finding that talent pool. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
And then continuing to work. So not just the cost of finding, but actually maintaining that talent pool. And so we can go up to 200, 300 people for your organization. We have an organization that uses our Mexico center. And so far they've saved themselves $20 million. And that's annually. And so it's pretty amazing what we're able to do.
What an incredible investment. Pennies on the dollar return. That's incredible. Your latest results speak volumes. So tell me about your second quarter 2025 and the explosive growth. Obviously, the word is out.
Yeah. So this has been our best quarter in Aeries history. And so we had 2.6 million of adjusted EBITDA, which is 15% EBITDA margin, really focused on profitable growth. Ajay Khare, who's our CEO, became CEO about a year ago and was laser focused. He brought me in as CFO as well. And we've been very focused on, profitable growth, solid execution, discipline on our cost side. And what we've been able to do is really leverage AI. And so leveraging AI, we're able to keep the costs, contained, which increases our EBITDA margins, increases our gross profit. And at the same time, we're growing significantly. So we were able to announce $20 million of new ACV, which is annual contract value that we signed this quarter. And so that growth will come in over time. It doesn't come in right away because we'll have to go out, we'll find those people, we'll recruit them, we'll hire them in. And as they're hired in, then that's when it contributes to revenue for us. And so, we've really built the platform right now for really great growth next year. So that's already baked in. We already have contracts signed with, really strong customers. And we expect to see that the growth from that happen in the next 6 months and beyond.
And what milestones, because in a year, that is just lightning fast when it comes to businesses. I just can't say enough about how did you accomplish that besides the new CEO and streamlining to these very basic ideas that sound like they make sense on paper as everybody should do that, but it's not as easy to do.
It's true. Yeah, really focusing on what works, right? So we went through our business line by line. What is what works? What is our key differentiator? And really it's private equity backed portfolio companies in the United States that need help going out to find the best talent in the world and then using AI to enable those people to be even better and frankly, more profitable for the businesses. And we've just nailed that algorithm to where people are really seeing the benefit. And the benefit of working with private equity is if you do a very good job with one of their portfolio companies, then now they have maybe 10 or 20 other portfolio companies that also need you. And so that's created a flywheel of growth for us.
Wonderful.
You know, we've seen private equity firms come back to us and say, hey, you saved us $20 million a year for portfolio company A. We've got portfolio company B that we're in the middle of acquiring. What could you do for them? And then we'll go in and be part of their plan to, you know, the 100-day plan of, you know, how they can essentially receive higher returns for that investment. And or it may be a company that they've held for multiple years. They said, hey, we've held this for 5 years. You know, we bought it maybe at a time where multiples were super high. We need to really get the EBITDA higher to get ourselves a return. And so what can you go in and do to, you know, boost our returns? And that's where we come in and really add value.
With that kind of explosive growth, you're going to have to scale up. And I did speak to your CEO about this on a different interview. He is saying you'll be expanding in your services based in India and Mexico. Tell me more about that expansion and the scaling up process.
Yeah, exactly. So we've announced over 500 people that we're adding into India and Mexico. And
Wow.
so it's, you know, that's a very aggressive expansion. However, all of this expansion is it's a pull. It's not a push, right? This is what our clients want. This is what, you know, this is based off the demand that we're getting off of these new contracts. And so really it's just, you know, following the path of what our clients are bringing us to.
And obviously those are countries where it's more affordable to do business and operate. So how do they fit into your global strategy, these global centers?
Yeah, so if you think about our clients are in very competitive markets, whether it's software development, healthcare, you know, every environment is competitive these days. And so they have to go up against the biggest companies in the world. And in order to do that, you need to be able to have the best quality talent, but you also need to be able to optimize costs. And, you know, usually those things are a catch-22. You can't get one without the other.
Right.
But with us, you can actually do both, where you get the best talent and you also get the cost savings. And so that allows them to compete against the best companies and actually grow into, you know, going from this medium-sized business up to a much larger scale business.
And how do you pair human capital and human workers with AI? Because that is a partnership that is saving companies money, but it has to be done just in the right amounts of each. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so that's key. So one of our clients we've worked with, we actually worked their development cycles. We were able to reduce the development cycle by 30%. And so you think about that's 30% of the work that your engineers are doing throughout a year. If we're reducing that by 30%, now you have those efficiency gains. And so really AI right now is about efficiency gains and empowering people to do their job, but do their job faster, easier, and better.
Well, many investors would be curious about the number of shares in filing statements and reports. Tell me more about that. Is that something that most companies are excited to see, how quickly you've grown and that you have added, you know, entire pools of talent yourself to handle all of this growth, and it's beneficial to them, obviously?
All right, sorry, I think I misinterpreted the question.
Oh, that's okay. Then we can edit that one out.
Okay.
No problem. All right. With new client wins so strong and the pipeline full of, you know, people and companies needing your services, how do you keep up? That's got to be a challenge in and of itself. Besides hiring, you've got to have people in the C-suite who are able to manage all of that growth.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a really strong team. Since Ajay and I have come in, we've really built up the next layer of management. And that's been working extremely well, where we can scale with the current team we have to even double where we are.
Okay.
You know, the management and the key people that have been doing this for over 15 years. And so we have the right skills, we have the right talent, we have the right people to scale.
Okay.
And so now it's really about just making sure the systems and the AI, you know, give us to that next level.
That the marriage is the right mix.
Yeah.
How will investors know? What are the key indicators they should look for to see the next level of success and continue watching this wonderful story of your company?
Yeah, so I mean, the key indicators are already there. If you've seen, we've become much more focused on profitable growth. So this quarter we had 2.6 million of adjusted EBITDA, which is 15% EBITDA margin, really strong margins, and now we're in this growth phase. So we went through the turnaround with the new management, and now the next focus is the growth phase. But however, profitability will still be there. And so what you'll see is new contract wins. So we announced $20 million of ACV that we've signed. So that's going to go in and build us for future growth. And so really it's about, okay, how many new wins can you get? And then execute well on that to maintain the profitability. And really our results have proven that we're able to do that.
You're well on your way. So for the third quarter and fourth quarter 2025 and into 2026, what should we be looking for?
Yeah, so you'll see many new client wins, which is going to be the most important because that sets us up for future revenue growth. And this year we've already had our best year of new client wins, and so that's setting us up really well for next year. But we're only halfway there for the year, so we have 6 more months to go out and do even better, set us up for even more growth. And we're maintaining profitability. That's not going away. That's been our core focus since day one, is ensuring that we have profitable growth. So you'll see both of those things, and then you'll see expansion in different areas. So we're expanding Guadalajara, we're expanding Mumbai, we're expanding in Pune, we're expanding in essentially every one of our geographies. And we may even go beyond India and Mexico.
My goodness, what an exciting trajectory. We'll all be watching. Thank you so much, Aeries Technology CFO and CIO Daniel Webb. What a pleasure to have you. Wish you continued success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that's it from the Nasdaq.